bustling Philadelphia. Now it's sent it down to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. John Collins is out there with Okongwu. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, Howard is out there with Harris. Then it's Green. Then it's Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point guard. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. And Simmons slams it in.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
Young with the ball. Now Green defending. Young inside. He's against Green. Young's shot is off.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And stolen by Harris. Here's Simmons. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Here's Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got his second basket.
Oh, with tremendous strength. I mean, Simmons is a rock-solid scoring option around the rim.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Simmons against Young. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Young's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Harris passes to Curry. And stolen by Okongwu. Here's Young. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Oh, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Simmons passes to Howard. They kick it out to Green. Curry against Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Now, here is Young. Capella dishes to Young. And stolen by Simmons. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, the quick hands of Simmons. He's great at realizing when to risk going after steals.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Now, here's Howard. After the miss from Trae Young. Pass to Simmons. Harris outside. Simmons passes to Howard. Outside for Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Wide open look. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Young drives in. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Curry, and Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Now here's Williams. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. The 76ers lead. Harris outside. Over Gallinari. Harris's shot is good.
Oh, such an efficient scorer. You know, if you give Harris these opportunities, he'll punish you from there.
Here's Williams. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Now, here's Maxey. Back to Milton. Fires from 18. They grab their own miss. Maxey passes to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
At the top of the key, Hunter. The pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Williams. Maxey grabs the miss. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, I love the tenacity that Harris plays with, a ridiculous dunker off the drive.
Here's Williams, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Shake Milton is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Mike Scott. And it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And Williams, here we go. And he banks in the layup.
And such a nimble ball handler. Williams makes quick work of getting down the lane, and he'll drive all night long if they let him.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Clock at 6. Maxey passes to Korkmaz. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Korkmaz has got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers. Williams inside. Hangs in the air. Gallinari trying to get open. And the layup is up and in. Williams has got 6.
What a scorer this guy is. Inside, outside, mid-range. Williams is capable of doing damage from anywhere.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Curry outside. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. The Hawks trail by 7. Young, right side. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And although he's smaller, Young willing to battle inside and shows you he can score through contact.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 2-point Philadelphia lead.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, it's hard to close off the lane.
Pass to Curry. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The score now all even. He's got 13.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Simmons. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And 6'10" Simmons, I mean, he has some insane handles. He's phenomenal at creating for himself.
Young passes to Herter. And he gets the bucket. Herter's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Outside Curry. Simmons on the wing. 6 points for him. And it's Scott with the jam.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
To the wing right side. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard's checked in for Mike Scott. And Harris subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Curry has it in the corner. Howard trying to free himself up. Curry's shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Young with no one around. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard in the post. Outside, Simmons. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
No, you can't let Simmons roam free on the offensive board. He's adept at burning the defense with his athleticism.
Young looking around. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 15 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's Curry outside, and the last second attempt doesn't fall.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to be a great defender.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what's your viewpoint? And that'll do it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Okongwu in at the 3 spot.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
And Curry has it in the corner. Young with the steal. Here's Herter. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Herter. Outside Curry. There's the 3. Rebounded by Capella.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
And now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. And Simmons slams it in.
This is where Simmons does the most damage. I mean, he's an electrifying, dynamic transition player who torches defense.
Here's Young. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Young's got 4 points this quarter. And for the 76ers, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Oh, what a beautiful shot by Tobias Harris. I mean, he's getting very consistent from there. Now, it's just a matter of getting better and better.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Young. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Williams dishes to Gallinari, and the shot is good. Gallinari's got his first points of the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
It's Reed, high post. Milton kicks to Reed. Back to Milton. Makes it off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Williams passes to Gallinari. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Gallinari's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taken on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
Here's Williams. Reed with the steal. Fast break, Philadelphia. Back to Milton. Passes it to Maxey. Williams with the steal. Snell kicks to Hunter. That shot off. Some solid defense from Reed. Here's Milton. Pass to Maxey. Back to Milton. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Korkmaz. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Williams inside. Guarded by Simmons. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Williams. And here is Simmons. 10 points for him. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So both teams making some changes here. Williams looking around. Inside. Here's Hunter. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Maxey passes to Reed. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Here's Maxey. 9 points in the game so far. Feeds to Scott. And then Scott slams it in.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Milton.
Oh, you got to see more of this from Bogdanovic. It's important that he stays engaged and active on defense.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. 76ers lead by 2. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Howard. Shake Milton is out there with Harris. Then there's Maxey. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Okongwu's checked in for Bogdanovich. The 76ers leading. Now Milton. Okongwu grabs the board. And here's Harris from the arc. 6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now, here is Young. Unloads from 9. Maxey grabs the miss. Now, here's Thibault. Guarded closer. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Collins. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. Harris passes to Maxey. Up and in on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 6.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
And they go to the intentional foul. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Simmons comes in for Maxey. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And the Hawks with possession here. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Howard kicks to Curry. To the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And stolen by Simmons. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oop.
Young inside. Simmons is there. A nice shot by Young.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Kicks it to Harris. Back to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. The feed now to Howard. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Good on the shot.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Collins, that's a 2-pointer. That one rolling around and rims out. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And a wide open look for Simmons. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now, here's Okongwu. Guarded by Simmons. That shot is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Launches it. But they get it back.
And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
Outside Curry. From outside, off the mark.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Philadelphia. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Back to Howard. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's Herter. So Philadelphia wins it even early on in this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Young. Okongwu is out there with John Collins. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Fernando in at the shooting guard. And for the Nets, Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And it's blocked by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense. Tough to finish when he's lurking.
Harden surveying the D. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
One of the great rebounders in this league. When Jordan does score, this is often how it happens.
Here's Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And the Hawks with possession here. Harden missing his last shot.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ball stolen.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Harden with it, working on Collins. Harden gets the bucket.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Young against Harden. Shots good from Young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
And stolen by Okongwu. Capella with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Capella. Young's got 6 points.
Trae Young is so good in transition. Just has a great feel to make an impact.
Harden outside. And Capella sends it back. One-on-one here. Here's Young. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. That's now 8 points for Trae Young.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
They kick it out to Green. Pass to Harris. Harden outside. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Jordan. That one doesn't go. Collins with some nice D. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And the basket by Harden.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harden kicks to Green. Passes it to Jordan. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Size and strength of DeAndre Jordan, brushing off the defender.
Young outside. And the rejection by Harden. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Pass to Llewellyn. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The three from Harden. They get it again. The Hawks leading by 4. Young for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And they're making sure.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Bogdanovic. Tony Snell is out there with Williams. Then there's Hunter. And it's Gallinari in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Irving passes to Aldridge. Green kicks to Brown. Outside Irving. No good from outside. The Hawks leading by 6. Here's Hunter. Another shot. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Irving. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Green, the pass to Claxton. Bogdanovic against Irving. And it's in there. Irving's got his first basket.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Back to Williams. Hunter with it. Aldridge is there. And it's Gallinari missing.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Here's Claxton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
The shot's good.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Nets trail by 4. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Takes a shot at the elbow. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Kyrie scores so easily. He could lead this league in scoring one day.
Young with the ball. He's got 10.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Irving drives in. Again, the Nets for 2. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden
I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Brown outside. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Irving passes to Aldridge. The shot, no good. Collins with some nice D.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs. That's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
Here's Fernando. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Fernando's got 8.
Such an incredible score. Young's playmaking may be on the same level.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Irving double team. Claxton the pass to Brown. Nets passing it around. Back to Irving. Lets a floater go. The shot off that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Okongwu, the pass to Young. And they pick up 2. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
The pass to Claxton. Lays it up off the glass.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Young outside. An easy 2 points on the layup. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 14 points. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Hart.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Harris is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Harden outside. That one good for 2. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Young against Harden. The 11-footer. Here's Capella. And Jordan sends it back. For the lead, it's laid in by Harden. Harden's got 12 in the game.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Young with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Bucket is good.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Collins against Harden. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. For the Hawks, Bogdanovich is checked in for Okongwu. Tony Snell comes in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Williams in for Young. Harden kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. Pass to Jordan. The putback, no good that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And Luwawu gets it to go. And the Nets lead by 2.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Williams. Count that one.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And it's good, 2 points. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Williams, that's good.
Shifty with the dribble, Lou Williams knows what to do to get his shot off.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Harden the pass to Harris. Count the basket and the foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for James Harden.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Snell, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. The Hawks making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Irving passes to Green. Back to Irving. The kick out to Brown. Down low. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
He can beat you from long range, mid-range. That time, Aldridge draws the foul inside.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Left side, Williams. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The rebound by the Nets. Brown outside. The kick out to Irving. To the inside. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Okongwu slams it in.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
Irving against Williams. The shot's good from Irving.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Williams. Right side, Green. Misses.
Solid contest from Hunter, using his length to his advantage on the defensive end.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Nets lead by 2, and will return shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Clint Capella. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Trae Young, and it's Fernando in at the 2. Harden with it. Okongwu covering. Here's Aldridge.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Finished off the break. Aldridge has got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn.
Teams tried to get physical with LaMarcus. That's the book on him. This time he drives right through the contact.
Okongwu, the pass to Young. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. Griffin against Capella. And the dunk by Jordan.
I love that play right there. You see the patience of Blake. Doesn't force anything, just waits for his man to break free.
And Young, here we go. Tips it, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Harden against Collins. Harden dishes to Harris. Harden outside. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter. Young outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Now Harden. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And the rejection by Collins. Capella trying to free himself up. Fernando, that's good. Now just a 2-point Nets lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
The wide open look here for Aldridge. Off target with the open look. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. It's Okongwu, top of the key. Passes it to Fernando. Outside Collins. To take the lead, and stolen by Jordan. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
That's the kind of leadership you want from Blake Griffin, a guy who wants to take those big shots.
The Hawks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Young inside, guarded by Harden. And good that time. Capella's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Outside for Jordan. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Collins, second shot opportunity. Pass to Okongwu. Shoots over Griffin. Collins passes to Young. Clock at 6. To the paint and stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Harden. Count it!
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. Brown comes in for Blake Griffin. Green, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Jordan.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Claxton the pass to Irving. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. He'll be the Nets off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Hawks. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Young. And it's Fernando in at the 2 spot. Shots good from Young.
Incredible night for Trey. Has direct involvement in nearly every facet of this offense.
Irving surveying the floor. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Kyrie has done it again. He loved the big shot and the big moment.
And Young kicks to Okongwu. There's the dish to Capella. Young in the corner. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Moving against Young. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
The Hawks trail by 3. Young outside. There's the feed to Capella, and he gets it to go. Capella's got 4 points this quarter.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Irving up top, defended by Young. Irving against Young. Irving passes to Claxton. Feeds to Aldridge. 3 on the clock. The shot from the low post is good.
And when you need a big score, go to someone with the firepower of LaMarcus.
It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the pass break chance. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. To the inside. Kicks it out to Collins. And it's Capella missing. Now here's Harden. On the wing, Irving. Back to Harden. Shoots. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
But they recover it. Stolen by Harden. And here is Aldridge. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. Here is Harden. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The countdown is on from Milwaukee, Wisconsin at Fiserv Forum. The Hawks. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 players injured. One of their stars out. Something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Young. Clint Capella is out there with Okongwu. Then it's John Collins. And it's Fernando in at the 3. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Here's Giannis. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
And Young, here we go. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Giannis outside. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton up top. Down low. 5 to shoot. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Over Okongwu. And that one hits back iron. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young. Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Young's shot is good.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Antetokounmpo against Capella. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's 6 points for Trae Young.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Middleton looking it over. Here's Antetokounmpo. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
The more Giannis works on these kind of shots, and trust me, he is, the better he'll become.
And Young, here we go. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lopez inside. Holiday trying to free himself up. Goes up again. Bucks passing it around. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Giannis passes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Capella with the bucket. Capella's got his second bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
It's stolen. Holiday against Collins. Young. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Young up top, guarded by Holiday. And it's the Bucks. On the break, Holiday is running. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Kicks it down to Middleton for three. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Okongwu, the pass to Fernando. Young with the ball. Pass to Capella. Rebounded by the Bucks. And Holiday, here we go. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Tie game in Milwaukee. We'll take a quick break and get you back to the action. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about Luke.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. We've got Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot.
Yeah, easy call.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of this game. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get the
Rabbit out of hat.
Here's Williams. Passes it to Hunter. The dish to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Forbes with the rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Middleton on the wing. Back to Forbes. Pass to Middleton. Right wing. The three. Forbes can't get it to go.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first free throw of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Forbes, the pass to Portis. Inside, and Portis throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Left side, Williams. Gallinari. It's good on the putback.
Well, Gallo almost pushes 7 feet, so he comes up with the offensive rebound and putback because of his size.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Chris Middleton.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Fires it up. Lopez, no luck. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Fernando can't get it to go.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
1:07 left to play in the first half. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Holiday. There's the pass to Fernando. And here is Capella. Lopez covering. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Here's Young. Lopez with the block. And even 3-on-3 break. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And it's Connaughton missing. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. The Hawks again can't hit. And here is Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Young is out there with Collins. Then there's Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Capella in at the 5. Count it. Lopez has got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
I tell you what, they got a nice reservation for him over on the bench if he keeps this up. 4th turnover already.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. Back to Giannis. To the right side. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Fernando. Young with no one around. The three-pointer no good.
Well, sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Giannis with it, and Young picks him up defensively.
That's interesting.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's stolen by Capella. Collins against Holiday. To the inside. Okongwu. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Ouch. Young passes to Capella, and he banks in the layup. 6 points for Clint Capella.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The Hawks have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Middleton subbed in for Drew Holiday. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Hunter's checked in for Okongwu. Bogdanovich comes in for Clint Capella. Tony Snell's checked in for John Collins. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. And Middleton kicks it to Tucker. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Hawks. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now for the lead. And he sinks the layup. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Molinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. There's a minute 47 left in the third. Bogdanovich against Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. Molinari with it. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
In the corner, Middleton with it. 1:11 left in the third quarter. To end the run.
Speed burst that time from Middleton, a relentless penetrator, and not afraid to take the punishment.
The Bucks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
Middleton hits them both. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Now Williams. DiVincenzo with the rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Off with the layup. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Bogdanovich. He can't get that one to fall. And Milwaukee the other way now. Middleton the pass to Portis. Back to Middleton. Atlanta with the rebound. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bucks trail by 3.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Williams leading the charge. Misses the layup. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Atlanta ending the third quarter with a... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Young outside. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. The Bucks trail. Now here's DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Forbes. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. To the middle and stolen by Okongwu. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Collins, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them. Boy, shot out of a cannon on that possession. Good look up court.
Young looking around. Passes to Capella.
Oh,
what a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. Puts it up from 15. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
Trae Young in this game is playing completely in control and taking advantage of defenders being overly aggressive.
And so Young nails them both. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Down his high post. Capella's there. Yes, that goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Young outside. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's on Brook Lopez.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And here is Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
Okongwu's checked in for Gallinari.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Young with the ball. Kicks to Okongwu. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Bucks trail by 5. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Young outside. Drops in the layup for 2. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Down low, here's Lopez. Yes!
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young outside, and the foul on Drew Holiday. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
As much as we talk about Trae Young and then mention Steph Curry in the same breath, I think Trae wants to carve out his own path. We know he's a dynamic shooter, can set the table offensively. Now it's about learning the nuances of being a leader of a franchise.
Capella dishes to Young. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target with his 3. Now Capella. Young from outside, misses there.
And Lopez doing what he can to just beat this.
All right, David, great job. A view of the Atlanta skyline and all the action below it. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Simmons in at point guard. And for Atlanta, John Collins is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Fernando in at the 5. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, never shy about getting to that rack. Simmons so aggressive playing downhill. Nice dunk there.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Harris against Collins. Curry kicks to Howard. Now here's Simmons. He's tightly guarded. Outside for Curry. 6 to shoot. The drive by Simmons. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
Simmons against Young. Fernando. That one doesn't drop. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now here's Simmons, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
And Simmons drops them both. Hawks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Collins. They double him with Green. Here's Okongwu. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Simmons with it. Okongwu covering. Passes it to Howard. In the corner, it's Harris. Shoots from 12. And there it is for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Shot to stop the run. Capella. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Simmons. He's got 6. Here's Howard. And he lays it straight in. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good points. Here's Simmons. After the made shot from John Collins. Outside Curry. And the pass to Harris. Goes up to the stripe. Kept alive.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
The Hawks trail by 8. It's Young on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. Young's shot is good.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Now here's Simmons. Harris finds Simmons. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Simmons got 8 points.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Young passes to Capella. He gets it in there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The 76ers leading by 6. Simmons dishes to Howard. Harris outside. Over Collins. Misses off the left iron.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
The kick out to Young. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Back to Snell. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
And the shot goes down. And stolen by Scott. Got it off in time, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a brute. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Shake Milton is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Scott. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Maxey in at the point. Pass to Thybulle. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got 6.
Sliding his way inside. Williams taking advantage of that late reaction by the defense.
Here's Maxey. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
The thing about Williams, sometimes he doesn't look like he's moving all that fast, and then bam, there go the Jets.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. Pass to Scott. Shot clock at 6. Charity stripe shot, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. He's got 6.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
From 17 feet out, the putback, and it's Bogdanovich on the follow.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Maxey. The shot, no good. Good D by Williams. Outside Bogdanovich. Snell kicks to Gallinari. Here's Williams. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in. Maxey passes to Scott. To the inside. And that one's good. Maxey. And it's 8 points for Tyrese Maxey. The Hawks trail by 4. Now Young. 6 points for him. And he drops it in from the low post. Young's got 8.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. He nails it, and we're tied up. He's got 12.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Curry dishes to Howard. Back to Curry. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And the layup falls. And the 76ers lead by 2.
You know, this is where Howard does the most damage. With his height and length and athleticism, how do you guard him inside?
It's stolen by Green. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Banked in off the glass. Maxey's got 10 points in the quarter.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, when talking about the pressure Young puts on a defense, I'm not sure the word relentless is strong enough.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And we'll be right back after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They've got a 2-point lead. And that'll about...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Hawks. They've got Okongwu. Trae Young is out there with Collins. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Fernando in at the center, filling out the middle. Simmons, the bounce pass. Collins against Simmons. Here's Young. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Young's got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gallinari, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
That one goes. Count it. Simmons got 10.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. I mean, it's quite honestly what he does best in pick-and-roll situations.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Back to Simmons. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
With Ben Simmons, his wheelhouse is in close. The closer he is, the more dangerous he is.
And stolen by Simmons. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
And the 76ers with some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Danny Green. Scott finds Simmons. Back to Scott. Lays it up and banks it in. And the 76ers lead by 2.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates. And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Korkmaz. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Maxey passes to Reed. Clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs. Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Williams kicks to Gallinari, and it's good for 2.
Off the catch, nice balance, nice rhythm. Gallinari with a good-looking shot.
It's Reed, high post. Outside, Scott. Taken away by Williams. And here comes the break. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Man, love the anticipation of Williams there. The quick hands jump-started the fast break with that pilfer.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. Here's Maxey. Kicks it to Reed. To the middle, poked away. Milton. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. On the wing. And that one is off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Atlanta leading by 4. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And he makes that one.
Boy, for a pint-sized guy, Williams can absorb a lot of contact. Torches his man there.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Maxey. It's deflected. Here's Snell, defended by Milton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul. Eight seconds left here in the third quarter. Passes it to Howard. Will it go? Second chance shot. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The 76ers trail by 8. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got Seth Curry. Tobias Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Thibault in at the 2. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Harris. Howard finds Harris. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Good.
Yeah, you know, we all think of Green as a shooter, and he is. But he's capable of more than that. He scores in other ways, too. Sneaky athleticism.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Bogdanovich. Clint Capella comes in for Gallinari. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Outside, Simmons. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Young looking around. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so Green will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Simmons dishes to Curry. Back to Simmons. Now the feed to Howard. And it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
And stolen by Simmons. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. The second chance effort. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside.
Oh, that's a great effort from Simmons, guys. He might have point guard skills, and he's got plenty of those, but he can bang inside, too.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Count that one.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Here's Simmons, and the rejection by Collins. And here is Okongwu. Here's Capella. And the layup's good off the glass. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Young outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 10-point Atlanta lead.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Howard draws the double. 17-foot shot on the way. Outside for Simmons. It's Curry outside. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. Young against Simmons. Young with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 28.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he seizes it.
Simmons against Capella. Howard, the pass to Simmons. Fernando pulls it in. Here's Atlanta. They have a 9-point lead. It's up a 3. The shot by Okongwu, no good. And it's the 76ers with the ball. The drive by Simmons. Out to Harris. On the wing, Milton tries again, and they pick up 2.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Young pass to Collins. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. And so the Hawks take the win. It was, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. Before we get going,
Kevin, thanks very much.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Green. Luwawu is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Aldridge in at the 4 slot. And for the Hawks, Collins is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Fernando in at the 5 spot. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Young, and it's blocked by Jordan. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Harden outside.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to be a great defender, but his competitiveness overrides it. And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Young from outside. Jordan with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Luwawu. He's guarded by Collins. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen that a time or two for Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. Fernando, that's good. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Harden outside. The kick out to Aldridge. Here's the 3. Rebound, Atlanta.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's Capella missing.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Luwawu, the pass to Jordan. And there's the pass to Aldridge. Here's Luwawu. Goes back up, and he knocks down the jumper.
That mid-range, Jay, just no problem for a big man like LaMarcus Aldridge. Really, he has patented that jump shot.
Now, here is Young. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Green kicks to Harden. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And
Those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Here is Harden following the basket by Trae Young. Harden outside. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Bogdanovich comes in for John Collins. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
The Nets working the ball around now. Okongwu with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's Bogdanovich. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Harden. Brooklyn leading by 6. They kick it out to Green. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Fernando, that's good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Harden outside. Outside Green. Back to Harden. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Count that bucket. Aldridge has got 6.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Jordan. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And what a tremendous career for LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles. A rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on.
.17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The deep 3 from Irving. They get it back. The kick out to Brown. Outside Irving. It'll count. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off it.
LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Hunter. Then it's Williams. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. On the wing, Williams, guarded by Harden. Williams, that's good.
How about the focus of Lou Williams? Inside, able to finish. Nice.
Harden with it. Well, we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The shot by Williams, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Williams against Harden. Harden with the defensive effort.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
The 3. No good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Molinari finds Williams, and he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 6.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Williams against Harden.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. John Collins comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for James Harden.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Irving looking over the floor. Dishes it to Brown. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Hawks trail by 6. There's Snell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Irving against Young. They get the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hunter. And he banks in the layup.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
1:19 left in the second quarter. Outside Irving. Harris outside. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Hawks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. The game now all time. Hunter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now Irving. Takes the 13-footer. The putback. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Young for 3. Offensive rebound.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving against Young. Irving dishes to Harris. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
So it's the Hawks now. Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And that one's good, Irving.
How about the athleticism? Kyrie stops on a dime, knocks it in. Some of the best breaks in the league.
Left side, Collins. Yep, that one goes in there.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Some struggles for Atlanta in the first quarter. The deficit for them just seemed to grow and grow a bit. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Kyrie Irving is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Green. Then there's Griffin. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. A nice shot by Young. Young's got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Here's Irving, and it's denied. Fast break, the Hawks. The tray. Fernando. It's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Right side, Green. It's stolen by Capella. Young against Irving. Young passes to Capella. Griffin with the steal. Outside, Green. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Capella. Bogdanovich comes in for Collins. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. And the Nets making a change here as well. James Harden, he's checked in for Irving. Shot, high post. Here's Fernando. That one drops for him. Fernando's got 8 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Harden the pass to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Hawks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Right side, Williams. Here's Fernando. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Fernando's got 6 here in this quarter.
Over the course of his career, Lou Williams has really improved as a passer. That is nicely done.
Harden the pass to Luwawu. 1:41 left in the third. Outside for Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Harden. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Nets. Harden against Williams. That one's not going to go. Good D by Harden. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Here's Jordan. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Okongwu with it. He's picked up by Jordan.
DJ twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
So for the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And Tony Snell subbed in for Okongwu. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Luwawu Cabarro.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Snell dishes to Hunter. Over Brown. It's a hand on it, and it's Bogdanovich on the follow. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Crafty move. He lays it in. Now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's Harden. No problem on the jumper in close. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And we've reached the end of the third. Hawks lead by 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Gallinari is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Collins in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And it's Irving missing. The Hawks leading by 4. Capella with it, picked up by Aldridge. Capella, the pass to Young. And it's sent back by Aldridge. They retain possession. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Outside Irving. And the rejection by Collins.
And they continue to control the glass.
And he comes up with the deuce. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Pass to Harden. Wide open. But they'll get another chance. Here's Claxton. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Passes to Luau. The shot will not fall. Collins with some nice D. Here's Fernando. Aldridge is covering. Fernando can't get it to go. Here's Irving. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Outside Collins. Back to Young. Takes it from 10. Bucket is good. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Irving up top, defended by Young. The shot's good from Irving.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
Young outside. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Irving against Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What's incredible to me is Kyrie Irving at 6'3". Does he possess incredible eye-popping athleticism? No. But he can create his own shot anytime he wants, and his finishing ability is as good as it gets in the NBA.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively. And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Harden kicks to Jordan. And the Nets miss again. The Hawks leading by 6. Young looking it over. Shot from 12. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Capella's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Aldridge. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The free throw drops for Aldridge. Hawks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Irving against Young. And it's sent back by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Young outside. It drops.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Here's Harden. First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league. And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
He's a guy you have to game plan for. The way Young scores and passes the ball creates so many problems for the defense. 2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
From deep, Harden. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're leading by 2. 11 seconds left in the game. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're up by 4. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And Brooklyn turns it over again.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Tries a three off the inbound. No good that time. And so it's Atlanta with the W. Even early on in this one, it seemed like that. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter the building.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Hawks, they've got Collins. Okongwu is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Trae Young, and it's Fernando in at the 5 spot. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready. The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Holiday goes in, and Holiday throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Now here is Holiday. After the miss from Trae Young. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. That shot off. And Atlanta will come the other way. Inside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The shot by Holiday, no good.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
DiVincenzo against Young. Misses from close range.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here is Young. Capella trying to free himself up. Young's shot is good. Young's got his second basket of the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center.
Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Gallinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for John Collins. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Here's Williams. Following the basket by Brook Lopez. That one falls.
Good recognition by Lou. Sees a crack in the defense, has the speed to exploit it.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Bucks passing it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
It's Williams with the drive.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Williams against DiVincenzo. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Here's Bogdanovic. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Williams kicks to Gallinari. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. And laid in to finish the break. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Here's Williams. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Capella against Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 12 points for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Pass to Lopez. Over to the wing. Here's Connaughton. No good from outside. Fast break, the Hawks. 2 on the clock. Misses at the rim. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Lou Williams out there with Bogdanovic. Then there's Hunter. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Gallinari in at the 4 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Antetokounmpo. Count the basket. Giannis has got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The Bucks also changing it up. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Passes it to Forbes. Middleton outside. The putback. It's good on the putback. Portis has got his first 2 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. Young looking around.
shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys, they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Young inside. He's got 8, and the dunk by Capella.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
Out left to the wing. Middleton outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
Atlanta making some changes. Hunter's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And Tony Snell subbed in for Clint Capella. And Young, here we go. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Atlanta with the rebound. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And it's sent back by Lopez. And he recovers it.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And Young comes over to help. Here's Okongwu. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Outside Holiday. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 4. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Okongwu. Young's got 10.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Okongwu. And it's Williams in for Trae Young.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Hunter. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Antetokounmpo against Gallinari. Lopez rebounded by the Hawks. 20 seconds left now here in the second. Out to Gallinari. And there's another turnover by Atlanta.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Middleton. Hits the jumper in space.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Williams from outside, and that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And Kenny, what did you think? And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Here's Collins. Second chance effort. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
The kick out to Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Holiday against Young to the paint. Here's Fernando. Here's Capella. And he converts the layup. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Chalk up 2 there. Lopez has got 8 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time. It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Gallinari, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Bucks leading by 4. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Collins dishes to Okongwu. Back to Collins. A beautiful reverse layup.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Hunter's checked in for Clint Capella. Tony Snell comes in for Okongwu. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for John Collins. And it's Williams in for Young. It's good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
On the wing, Williams. Defended by DiVincenzo. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul. Bucks leading by 6. 1:46 left in the third quarter of the game. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Snell.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Bogdanovic lays it up and banks it in. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
.50 seconds left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Tucker. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Tucker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks. Outside Williams. Out to Gallinari. Makes it off the glass.
This is just reading the defense, finding the soft spot. Heady play by Gallinari.
Milwaukee leading by 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Forbes. He is covered by Bogdanovich. And that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Bucks.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The pass to Hunter. Great D that time from Portis. And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Collins is out there with Williams. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Fernando in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Young against Holiday.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Giannis passes to Lopez. And to Kumbo inside. Capella's there. That one good for 2.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Lopez outside. Outside Holiday. Giannis up top. 2 points. That one goes. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Young. High quality look, and he sinks it. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Outside, Holiday. Antetokounmpo against Capella. Clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Young. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Fernando. Capella trying to free himself up. Banked in off the glass.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Antetokounmpo against Capella. Kicks it to Okongwu. Pass to Young. And it's sent back by Lopez. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. From deep. He goes up again. Lopez. Back to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. And the three off target. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Trae Young is so good in transition. Just has a great feel to make an impact.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Middleton outside. He feeds it to Lopez. Misses from short range. The Hawks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Collins. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's only a 5-point Bucks lead.
And we've talked about Collins becoming a go-to scorer. Important points right there.
Tips it. It's good on the putback. Lopez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The drive by Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Outside Collins. From deep. They get it back. Here's Capella. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Here's Holiday. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebound by the Hawks.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Here is Forbes. From deep three-point range, can't connect. And so the Bucks take the win. A narrow... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.